What's going on, my YouTube family? It's your boy Big Red Tree. We back in the building. Just came through, man. Touchdown to see what's good with the people. Make sure I check in with y'all. You know what I mean? Let y'all know. Make sure you keep your head on swivel at all times and keep your 2A on you. What's going on, folks? Listen, man. We had to come back and talk to y'all again. You know why? Apparently, the last live kind of set things off, so to speak. So we had to come back and do it again. You know what I'm saying? So we here to talk about whatever it is we come to talk about. But I'm gonna start things off with shout out to GLC Cigars. Make sure y'all go check them out if you can. You can find them on Instagram. You can find them on Facebook, glccigars.com. Get you a nice stogie, man. Get yourself right. You know what I mean? Make sure you 18 and over to partake. You know what I mean? We don't advocate in minors and smoking. So make sure you right when you're doing what you're doing out here. But what's going on, folks? It's your boy, and I'm back. Man, y'all wanted to turn up on the last one, you know what I mean? Y'all wanted to go upstairs with that. So I figured, man, we come back, just talk to y'all one more again, man. We ain't really doing too much, you know what I'm saying? We just chopping it up, you know what I mean? Not doing too much. Just out here doing whatever it is that we do when we do what we do when we doing it. But how y'all week been, man? What's going on? How y'all been living? Talk to me. What's on your mind? What's on your brain? It's been a little while, man. I try to space these lives out, you know. But I'll tell you one thing though for sure, man. I definitely appreciate I definitely appreciate when I see people and they tell me that they watch my show. They tell me that they a fan. What up, though? I see you over there on TikTok. What up, though? But definitely it just warms my heart, man, when I hear people tell me that they watch me on here. So shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate that love. Y'all just don't know what it do for me. I always wanted to do something like this, but I just never wanted to be in front of the camera. I always wanted to be behind the camera. But since they told me I was good at it and I like doing it, it's what it is. We finna go up. You know what I mean? I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about property ofs. You know what I'm saying? But I was trying to get a property of to get on here with me. But that was kind of hard. You know what I mean? So we just gonna make it do what it do, man. Like, it's crazy, man. I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna stay too much on the topic. I'm gonna just say this, man. You can't reinvent the wheel. What's going on, Porter? I see you, good brother. You can't never reinvent the wheel. You know what I'm saying? You said you have some dog in the fight. I don't know why that's saying that the comment is blocked. That's just crazy. Yeah, that's wild. I don't know what's up with TikTok. But I just making me a little Tennessee tea over here. Y'all gotta pardon me. Gold Peak with a shot of Jacks. Can't go up too much. Got an early load. But yeah, man, I just wanted to make sure y'all follow me over there on YouTube as well, man. Check in, tap in with me. You know what I mean? This is to everybody out there. Little Jack with some of that good Gold Peaks. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was saying, man, some shit. Hey, Cat, I'm ready when you are. But some wills you can't invent. You know what I mean? I think when it comes to property ofs, man, a lot of people, before they become a property of, and for some of you brothers that want to have a property of, I think you need to speak to somebody that been in the club. I think this ought to be a requirement. I think in order for you to get a property of, Pat, you need to be blessed in by somebody that's had a property of for a significant amount of time. Because it seems to be now that the property ofs are doing whatever the fuck it is they want to do. They dressing the way they want to dress. You know what I mean? And let me clarify something. AJ, I see you, my brother. Let me clarify something. When you a property of, that you differentiate yourself from everybody else. That means you signed up to follow orders just like your man did or your sponsor did. So if he dressed right, dressed, and goddamn it, you supposed to match his fly. If he wearing black shirt, fucking pink pants, then guess what you supposed to be wearing too? Black shirt and pink pants. There's too many of y'all property ofs out here taking this dress code and turning this shit into a fucking fashion show. And there's too many of you brothers taking this PO shit way too fucking far. You know what I'm saying? You taking this shit way too fucking far. We ain't finna get all the way into it on here. Y'all seen all the crazy shit that's going on in the community. We don't need to point nobody out. You see the shit too. But each one teach one. So if you don't know, I'm finna let you know right now. Your property of is supposed to match you. Whatever you look like, she's supposed to look like. Down to the goddamn boots. So if you wearing motherfucking blue jeans, a white shirt, then guess what she's supposed to have on? Blue jeans and a white shirt. There's too many people trying to reinvent the wheel, and this wheel has already been set and rolling all along before you got here. You know what I'm saying? It's too exactly, Porter. Exactly. That's why I said we need AT&T, man. We need accountability, teaching, and training. No, I'm sorry. We need accountability, transparency, and training. Motherfuckers might need to, what Baby said, go back to basics. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers might need to go back to basics because apparently there is somewhere that somebody has missed a step or forgot about something. So we need to get a motherfucker back in line and get back on the same page. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers done turn the property of into a fashion show. Motherfuckers done turn the property of into, you know what I mean? Something like it's I don't know, but I don't even think half these people that got POs know what the definition of a property of is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, AJ, we definitely in the building with that. Yeah, no. But yeah, man, it's just beyond right now, yo. Like, it's beyond, man. It's crazy to see how people can fuck something up that was here before you got here. You know what I'm saying? How you pull that off? How you pull that off? This system was in place before you decided to walk down the street. You know what I mean? That's why I said, let me tell y'all, man, you cannot reinvent the wheel. You know what I mean? What you can do, though, you might can add some rims, add some better tires, put some mustard and mayonnaise on them things. You know what I mean? That's my speed. You know what I mean? You might can pull that off. You know what I'm saying? But reinvent the wheel, it's not going to happen. But motherfuckers done took this shit way too far. You know what I'm saying? Way too fucking far. And this shit's sad. You know what I mean? It's sad to see a motherfucker. And here go the raw part. A lot of people ain't able, people always say, well, why don't you teach them? Why don't you teach them? Let me tell you something, man. When you're dealing with grown men and women, people seem to think that they can't be taught. People seem to think that there's not a teachable moment in the mistakes that are made. That's all they are mistakes. You mistaken. Well, let's have this teachable moment so we can get you right going forward. You feel me? But no, they don't see it that way. They don't see it that way. They don't want to take that accountability. And we are where we are because of it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this property of shit, this shit done got way out of hand because I don't know what the fuck motherfuckers is doing, man. This shit look like y'all got shit looking real crazy. Like real talk. You supposed to match your sponsor. I don't know what part of this game motherfuckers ain't getting. Motherfuckers is inventing shit. How do you invent something that you signed up to be a part of? You can't invent that. You know what I'm saying? You signed up to be here. So that means you said and you made a conscious decision this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow this mode. I'm going to follow this blueprint right here. You know what I mean? And shout out to my man Rick. His pop was an original founder of this club. Shout out to him. I see you, big homie. Your sneaker game still ain't like mine. And I'm gonna say it live on air. I'm just talking my shit, but let me get my moment. But listen, man, you can't redo what's already been here, man. You know what I mean? You see these POs nowadays. Listen, this shit is a fashion show. I'm looking at them like, where your sponsor at? Because I don't want to talk to you. I know protocol. I'm not going to say nothing to you. You're a woman, and you're not mine. So I don't have no words for you. Because if you're in the wrong, it's not your fault. It's your guy's fault. So let's go have a word with your guy and see if we can get him on online. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that versus. We're going to talk about that versus. Cash Money lost. No Limit won. But we can talk about that versus. Now, if you want to talk about the versus of me and you on the turntables, we can do that too. You know, the mic is always open. We can do it from two different areas. We can do it in the same room. I'm looking for studio space to host my show right now. But yeah, let me tell y'all. Listen. Y'all POs, y'all got to relax. You brothers that's out here not knowing what you doing, you need to get with some OG. You need to get with an old head, as you call them, an unk, as you call them. You need to find out what that protocol is, because it's more than just going to somebody saying, hey, listen, I need a property of patch. It's way deeper than that. I'm going to keep it real. Most of the POs in my chapter, they don't like me. Because I treat it exactly how it is. This is not your club. You're not running anything over here. You're not going to run over top of us over here. This is a man's club. It's no disrespect to you. But I know what this is and what it stands for, and I'm going to respect that. But that's why they don't like me, because I stand on something. You know what I mean? BC, listen. I said it a long time ago. If a person knew what a PO, what the responsibility of a property of really is, they wouldn't be with it. You think it's cool because, yeah, this proclaims you to this person. You know what I mean? You thinking that, okay, the world know he or she mine or whatever the case may be. But hold, baby girl. And hold on, baby boy. Let me tell you something. That patch, that motherfucker come with a whole lot of responsibility, baby. A whole lot. A whole lot. It's more than just here putting the patch on the back of a jacket. Oh no, it's a whole movement that go with that. That's why in the chapter that I'm in order to have a property of, now you got to sit down with the OG. You got to talk to him. You got to talk to him and his property of. They've been together for years. Let you get it from them. You getting how to be a property of from somebody that's single. So no wonder the property of don't know what she doing. She being led wrong. And that's okay. You know why? We're going to get y'all together too. Because that's what we're supposed to do. Remember I told y'all last one, we responsible for the upkeep of this village, right? Every single one of us. Don't forget I said that. We're the ones responsible. Like real rap. And you got to be teachable. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all walking around talking about, oh, the old heads don't want to teach us nothing. Listen, you got to want to be able to be taught. You have to be able to, what they call it, you got to be open. You know what I'm saying? You got to be open for this dialogue. You got to be open for that. You know what I'm saying? You can't, what I mean is, you got to be available to have that conversation with. Like, I need to be able to talk to you because I can't go talk to your property of. If I'm doing this the right way, I'm going to your sponsor property of. Pardon me, ma'am. I don't have nothing to say to you. Can you tell me where your sponsor is? I'll go talk to him because that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Well, Rick, as a founding member of the club, son, I don't think that'd be, you know what I mean? And I know you don't want nothing easy. So we can talk about that, but I know you. You know what I mean? But listen, man, Motherfuckers can't keep trying to water down this thing that's already beautiful. You know what I mean? This shit don't need no cut on it. And that's what y'all doing. Y'all putting y'all own cut on something that don't need none. You putting B12 on fucking, come on, man. Cut it, knock it off, man. Knock it off. Be able to be teachable. Be able to have some, be open for somebody to come up to you and say, hey, yo, listen, let me talk to you for a minute. You might not have known. You feel me? Because everybody don't know everything. Don't ever get that confused. Nobody knows everything. I don't care how much time they tell you they got. The wisest men gonna tell you, man, you learn something new every day, B. Every single day. 50, 60 years old, you learn something new every single day. So I'm telling you, he said, I got that patch authorized. We didn't have it before I pushed it. Cats get real offensive when you pull them up on me. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, Lambo. I see you. What up, Mar? That's a fact. That's why I say you got to be able to be teachable. You got to be able to, you know what I mean? You got to be able to be open for that conversation. Everybody, like some people, you know what I mean? And we know these people. Some people, they really can't take constructive criticism. They think you coming at them when you just having a conversation with them. That's cool. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. And you can't look down on people like that. You just got to take a different approach. That's all. You got to take a different approach. Everybody got their shit. You got your ways about you. I got my ways about me. This is true. But we all got to be teachable at some point. We all got to be able to say, you know what? Let me shut the fuck up, sit here and listen. Even though I might feel this way, you could be right or you could be wrong. But if I'm your brother, as I claim to be, then it's my responsibility to you as your brother to hear you out even if I disagree. Period. But some people make the mistake. Yeah, I agree. Some people ego is too high. You know what I mean? You can't tell everybody shit. But what's also crazy is like I said, you got to be able to be teachable. You got to be able for somebody to sit you down and say, hey, listen, man, T-Bone, what up, though? You got to be able for somebody to say, hey, listen, I don't know if you know. It ain't nobody, it ain't like, but and I get what y'all saying. It's different when you dealing with men. You know what I mean? Because like my bro said, men got that ego thing. 357, what up, though? I see you. That can go too. But you got to be able to be teachable. And men do have that little bit of ego thing. But when you sign up for this thing of ours, and I say that with a lot of love, much love and respect, this thing of ours, when you sign up for this thing of ours, that's one of the things you signed up for. You signed up to be a brother. Period. And that comes along with it, man. You got to be teachable at some point because you can't come in here thinking you know everything and you damn sure can't come in here trying to reinvent the wheel. It don't work like that. Peace, Queen. I see you over there. But it don't work like that. It just don't. But the way people have gotten this shit, man, it's like it's no respect. That shit bothers me. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. That shit bothers me, man. It's because of the respect that I have for, like I said, this thing of ours. I had to work hard to get here. Ain't nobody give me shit. Literally. Shit, wow, man. My first got to get these PO situations in check, or else it's just going to keep getting out of hand and out of hand. I heard a chick talk about she got a property of. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Maybe around yonder somewhere, but they don't do that around these parts. And I know what club you ain't finna be in if you a property of, bro. So this shit is getting ridiculous. Well, it's been getting ridiculous. I'm just saying. Hey, I see you over there, Queen, on TikTok. Twisted by Queen. Peace, peace, peace. Make sure y'all go check Sis page out. Sis be making some dope items. She made me a dope ass whip, a get back whip. I had to take it off my bike. Almost took a motherfucking head off with it. The motherfucker had spikes on it. I said, yeah, let me get this off of here before I end up somewhere I don't want to be. You know what I mean? Exactly. That's why since I said you got some of these POs that think they in the club, you know what I mean? I blame that on her sponsor. I totally blame that on her sponsor. 125%. Blame that on her sponsor. Because he running his campaign like that for her to think that that's okay. When we know it's not. That's why I say you got to be teachable. You don't know everything. But you got some people, we all know how it go down. Motherfuckers reinvent the wheel. You know what I mean? Do whatever they want to do. Can't accept responsibility or accountability. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. But it's our job to keep going and educate the ones that do want to listen. The ones that don't want to follow this tradition, they're going to fall off like rotten fruit. It ain't hard to tell. Nah, I said that. And I ain't told y'all nothing wrong. I ain't told y'all nothing that's out of order. I ain't told y'all nothing that's wrong at all. I'm telling you, y'all need to get y'all POs the fuck in check because it's getting ridiculous. Y'all want me to get on here and talk this club shit? All right. Don't be afraid when I get on here and talk this club shit. I'm going to tell you what you're supposed. I'm going to tell you how it's supposed to go. And no, I don't got a whole bunch of time. I ain't finna tell you how much time I got. That don't matter. I got enough. I'm going to say that. No, I don't got enough. That's what I meant to say. I don't got enough. It don't matter how much I got. Said my hair grew back fast since yesterday. Wait till you see the next one I'm going to put up. Yeah, that was wild. I'm just saying, man, like, word. Yeah, you try to educate the brother about, and I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. It's hard to tell a brother about his woman. I get it. I get that, right? But I also get that if I'm your brother, then what we have in that word should be enough for me to say to you whatever it is I got to say to you. Whatever that word means to you. I ain't giving y'all a definition of what the word brother means. Whatever the word means to you. If we have what we supposed to have in that word, then I should be able to say something to you about anything without you wanting to take my motherfucking head off, especially if I'm not disrespectful. Because if I'm your brother, I'm not coming at you disrespectful. I'm going to come at you like a grown man supposed to. Because if the situation was reversed, I would want that same respect for my brother. You know what I'm saying? My mom told me you get a lot further with sugar than you do with shit. You know what I mean? See, I thought about, he said, I just had this conversation last weekend, bro, and that is one of the issues that will be addressed at national meeting. I dig it. You know what I mean? We're gonna address we you know some things I can address on here. You know what I mean? But I can give my blanket statements about some of these issues without going into details. So I'm gonna give you the details. Brothers, you need to get your property ofs in check. Property ofs, you need to follow your brothers and follow what he's doing. If he dressed right, dressed, then goddamn it, you need to dress right, dressed too. I seen a property of with a property of patch in a I call him a cheerleader skirt. Now, y'all women gonna know what I'm talking about. Remember the movie with Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura? Remember when he was in that insane asylum? He was acting like he was the disturbed football player, and he had that pink little joint on, that pink little dress on. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. I seen a property of with one of those on and a whole property of patch on. Come on, brothers, we got to tighten up. Come on, sisters, we got to tighten up. This is not no fashion show. It does not go like that. If you don't know, well, let's educate you right now. A property of, again, is supposed to match her sponsor. I'm going to say it again in my Dr. Umar voice. Give it to you 3 times. 3 times. A property of is supposed to match her sponsor. A property of is supposed to match her sponsor. Meaning, if he got on a denim vest, you got on a denim vest. If he got on a red shirt, you got on a red shirt. If he got on blue jeans, then by damn it, you got on blue jeans. If he got on black boots, then you got on black boots. You're supposed to mirror your sponsor. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Motherfuckers out here in booty shorts and shit, you know what I mean? And that's cool. You think you look good and all that, and you might do, you know what I mean? But to some of the us that come from this old tradition, yeah, we looking at you like, yo, where your sponsor at? Because this motherfucker's lost his mind. He's the fuck out of here. But we ain't gonna get into that. I know that bro said, T-Bone said how you got a PO but trying to corner the market. You know, some topics, they just need their own show. And that one, I don't even want to give no airtime to. Because then they'll say you hating. You giving them the truth, but you know what they gonna say? You hating. Cool, you right. Be great at whatever it is that you want to do. Have 1,000 POs for all I give a fuck. Just don't bring them near my motherfucking house. That's all I'm saying. I still got mad love, but we ain't doing it. Nope. I feel you though, T-Bone. I feel you though. But what y'all got to realize is this shit was set in place before you got here. This was established before you decided to join whatever it was that you joined. This was here before you was. So you can't come in and reinvent the wheel. You might can do things to make the ride a little bit softer, but you ain't reinventing the wheel. And that's where the shit got to stop. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is doing too much. And y'all see this shit too. We can go deeper with it, you know what I mean, into the crazy shit that y'all see. But now we're going to keep it as simple as this. Brothers, you're responsible for your property ofs. Tighten the fuck up. Property ofs. If you don't know, you're supposed to mirror your guy. Period. Tighten the fuck up. Motherfuckers out here making us all look crazy. When you know better, you do better. So since now that you didn't know, you know now. You know now. Motherfuckers be getting beyond with this shit, man. Blows my mind. Like I said, you cannot reinvent the wheel, man. You can't. Shout out to y'all over there on TikTok. I see you. Make sure you tap that screen and show me some love. I don't know what it's for, but I just like to see when the little things go up. So holla at me. And if y'all not following me, make sure y'all follow me on YouTube at Red Tree RC. I appreciate that love, man. You know what I mean? If y'all want more topics like this, all you got to do is hit me up. We can talk about whatever you want to. You know what I mean? Exactly. I've been telling them it's rules to this shit. They think it's just about being cool because you got a property of patch on. You think it's just, I got a property of patch. I can do what I want to do. No, the fuck you cannot. That ain't what the fuck this is. I don't know what to tell you, but the truth. Like I said, if a motherfucker really knew everything that come along with being a property of, half of y'all would rescind. You would turn that motherfucker in. And we ain't getting into all of that, what those rules are. You want to learn these rules? Be a property of. You a guy, you want to learn these rules? Go find you a chapter and try to be a part of one. Go prospect. I ain't giving y'all everything. What the hell wrong with you? This is it's Tennessee T. Gold Peak and Jack. But yeah, man, this shit is getting beyond, man. And when y'all see this shit, be a brother, man. Pull your brother up. Wagwan, brethren. Pull your brother up. You ain't wrong. That's your brother. Listen, let me tell you something, right? I was watching I'm a Sons of Anarchy fan. And while I know that everybody would like to think that the events that we've seen on this show are fiction, a lot of this shit really happened. It's based on true stories. They just exaggerated it for TV, but a lot of that shit is based on true stories. What I think it was either Jack said it to Ope or Ope said it to Jax. He said, and I quote, and this is one of my favorite quotes. He said, if my brother can't accept what I have to say to him, then maybe he's not my brother. And that's a harsh thing to say, and it's sad, but it might be the truth. Hey, bro, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Why go on? You are absolutely right. It's not a fashion show. Like I said, that's why I was saying, like, listen, good evening, Miss Hunter. He said, sit down before I make change. You crazy. People think they think it's like it's the cool thing, like, oh yeah, I got a property of patch. Listen, it wasn't meant for you to be cool. It wasn't meant for you to walk around and stylize and show off. Yeah, I'm a property of, and I can do what I want to do. I got more privileges than you. Sit your ass down. What privileges you got? Respect something first. Talk about privileges later. Let's start there. I'm going to say it again. Respect something first. Talk about the privileges later. But y'all got to understand what this shit is really about. You know what I mean? You think it's just cool to, yeah, I just want to be in the club. I want to be a property of. Nah, man. What somebody said is rules to this shit. Right, what privileges have you earned? You might have earned some favor with your guy, but we ain't your guy. We gonna love you on the strength of your guy. So make sure you doing your part as a property of to receive that love. You can't be out here dressing like that, man. You can't be out here doing that nut ass shit. You different. You a property of. You not the same. You're not supposed to be. Technically, you're supposed to have a little bit of, you know what I mean, a little bit of flex over the normal common person because you've spoken for. But like I said, it's a lot more that come with that I can't go into detail with you. But if you would like to know, then I suggest you be a property of or join you a local 1% MC. But while you're here, I suggest you do the history and the homework. Hey, hey, duct tape, cut your shit. I got a patch back there for you. You can have it for free. You don't need nothing. You my folks. You know what I mean? Word. He said half of them will be going faster than gas prices. Listen, everybody think it's sweet until it's not. You know what I'm saying? You think it's the thing to be until it's like, damn, this what I gotta do? It ain't that crazy glorified shit you see on TV. Don't believe that bullshit. Because I get asked that question just like I know y'all do. I ain't finna repeat it on this live, but y'all know that same dumbass question that everybody always asks you. And you look right at them like, bitch, what? I fucking wish a motherfucker would. Word. You want the game? Go sit with an OG and go get some. You want to know how this shit go? Go sit with an OG and go get some. Go talk to an OG. Go, first of all, get the permission from that brother to speak to his property up. Because a lot of people get the shit misconstrued. Y'all will talk to the woman before you talk to the brother. That's disrespectful. We need to change that shit. You speak to the brother first, then you speak to his woman. A lot of y'all do that shit backwards. Let's get that the fuck correct. I understand she's a woman and she's the property of, but she's spoken for. You speak to her man first. Then you speak to his woman. A lot of y'all do this shit the other way. And it ain't how it's supposed to go. Hey, King Jules, GSO, peace. We talking about property ofs and how property ofs supposed to get down, and mainly we talking about the brothers that are allowing the misbehavior of the property of patch. Also, make sure y'all follow me on Sora too, man. I'm an AI wizard. Red Tree RC everywhere. Jump over to YouTube, like, follow, and subscribe to the channel. We definitely appreciate you. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and drop that drop. Word. Make sure y'all get down. Word. Listen. And that's a problem. You got some of the old heads feel like the young bucks don't want to listen. And then you got the youngins feeling like, well, the old heads don't want to talk. Well, in my mind, for real, listen here, young bucks, you got to earn that shit. It ain't their responsibility to come give you their knowledge. It's your responsibility to go get it from them. They got it already. You need to get to where they at. So y'all looking down on somebody for something that you need to be doing. You need to be seeking out these OGs. You need to be seeking out these 1%ers that been about that life for years to find out what is a true 1%er. What does that look like? How does that work? They don't need to come to you for anything. If we being honest, they got theirs already. And some of these OGs, they would love to talk to you. All you got to do is act like you want to talk to him. What up, Diamond? I see you, sis. All you got to do is act like you want to talk to him. But y'all act like y'all know it all, and you expect somebody to teach you something. How can you be taught when you know it all? They OGs. They seen you coming a mile before you got here. You think you the first person that they done seen come in the club like that? Hell no. And you ain't finna be the last. But you got to get the knowledge that they got. So you got to go get that. It ain't their responsibility to come to you. My OG Speedy told me, nah, you got to go talk to them. You got to go get it from them. You need to go have them conversations with them. He made me go introduce myself to people that shit on me, but I respected it. I was a prospect. But I still went over there. Hey, man, my name Tree Bark. Okay, well, my name Prospect. What's your name, Prospect? Prospect. My president sent me over here to introduce myself. What chapter you with? The Nation. You know they try to get you. Come on now. I come from the old school. That shit ain't gonna work. Word. Hey, listen, hey, Mustafa, I know what you said. It's a lot that, you know what I mean? We can go so much deeper with this topic, but it would be going too much deep into the, you know what I mean? So that's why I said we people not going to get everything that they think. You know what I mean? We're going to keep it real broad over here. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it real broad over here. Sat her down for almost 2 hours. See what I'm saying? He said females have manners and respect. Hospitality gets you a long way. That's a fact. A lot of these OGs don't get the respect they deserve, and these youngins don't take the time to talk to them. They're just worried about the party and the pussy. Exactly. Not knowing it ain't yours, it's just your turn, my brother. OG told me that shit a long time ago. That's your girl. Nigga, that ain't your girl. It's your turn. And we ain't getting it twisted. Some of you niggas is hoes too. We gonna keep it a buck. We ain't lying. They fucking and forgetting you niggas just like y'all fucking and forgetting these chicks. Oh yeah, these chicks doing the same shit. They fucking and forgetting y'all too. You get to see her at the club next week like, hey, what's happening? And she like, Yeah, you know what it's for. I'm telling you, we're not talking no lies over here, baby. We speak the truth on Red Tree. Like I said, if you got some topics you want me to cover, then I suggest you holler at me. We can talk about whatever you want to. Just know, I ain't finna get too deep into about my club. I ain't finna get too deep into the rules, the politics, and how it is we do what we do. That's off limits. You know what I mean? Word. Exactly. It's the education and the responsibility. And people don't get that part. That part right there. Responsibility. That comes with that. Word. These OGs don't have to talk to y'all. You have to go talk to them. I'm going to tell you who one of the best. Listen, let me tell you something. You might see a person indulging in whatever they indulging in, right? Don't ever let that stop you from going up to that person, asking them for some information. Because it's a brother that we all know, and he my family. All he do is dance. Him and his cane. Y'all know who he is. Better pay attention. Better pay attention. Listen, this brother taught me so much. But if you didn't go seek it, all you would see was just OG love to party. OG love to get on the dance floor. Not knowing he one of the most knowledgeable brothers in this club. All you got to do is talk to him. He going to keep it real with you. And that's a fact, bro. Motherfuckers get in here for 3 years and swear they had 10. Swear they had 20. But I don't knock them. I'm like, hey, man, you going to learn the same way I had to learn. I didn't come in with that attitude, though. Said he's a motherfucking wizard. Word. And it's game. Listen. So much. Listen. And he's listen. You would listen. I'm telling you. You would think because every time you see him, he on the dance floor getting it in. He partying. And again, this is my family. This is my family now. It's my kin. I ain't going to say his name because I ain't get his permission. I ain't finna blow up his spot. But if you know, you know. Talk to this brother. He'll give you so much game about this club, it's ridiculous. He'll have your fucking brain swollen. You got to catch him at the right time. He's human like anybody else. You got to catch him at the right time. But it's certain, it's not even certain people. It's a lot of these OGs, man. A lot of these I call them elders, but it don't got nothing to do with your age. You know what I'm saying? It got to do with your contribution and how long you've been here. So I call them the elders. You gotta go seek these elders out and talk to them, man. Get you some knowledge. Get you some information. It's not hard. Most of them want to talk to you. They want you to learn this shit because they tired of seeing you fuck it up and do it the wrong way. So they want to give you the right way. They just waiting for you to come talk to them. They not finna come to you, though. That's not their job. They've been here for longer than some of y'all been born. Like real rap. So if you got a doubt about what you doing, if it's wrong or right, go talk to an OG. I do. I'm coming up on 21. And I still talk to people that's been here longer than me. Hey, man, what you think about this? Let me take your temperature on this. I don't know it all. I'm unsure. I don't know. Point me in the right direction. Guide me the right way. You got to always remain teachable, no matter how long you've been here. And it's respect. It's respect. I'm going to say it again. It's respect. You got to have that respect. Word. See, listen. When I was a prospect, I got all the game from the elders. How can a nigga with 3 tell a nigga with 20 years to hush? Man, this shit is crazy. He said, don't forget Snake and Soul. That's a Snapple fact. And I wasn't going to say his name, but yeah, I mean, I get in trouble whenever I say his name on my shit. But them two brothers that you just mentioned right there, shit. Especially old man, he will listen. He will definitely Snake too. Snake a solid, you a bunch of good game. Listen, man, it's a bunch of OGs in this nation. All you gotta do is go up to him and introduce yourself. You know what I mean? I had a brother come up to me years ago and introduce himself to me. He told me what he was about to do, and now he one of the best brothers this nation had. When I met him, he had so much shit on his bike, I thought he was living on it. He was on a sport bike. He was on a cow. I think it was a ZX14. Might have been a ZX14 he was on. But he had so much shit on his bike. I'm thinking this motherfucker live on his bike. Little did I know, nah, this is him road tripping. He just came back from like Texas or some shit or Louisiana. You know what I mean? He walked straight up to me and just was talking to me. I ain't had that much time in the club then. You know what I mean? But he just was talking to me. And he told me, hey, man, listen, this is what I'm going to do. And he did it. And now he in charge of somewhere in this nation. Solid brother. Yeah, Snake going to give it to you raw. He ain't going to cut no corners. Old man going to give it to you too. To the crazy shit, I met the old man before I got in the club. Old man knew me before I got in the club from working at the port. You know what I mean? Word. Said respect gets you a long way, carries you through doors that's locked the most. Yeah, he rode that ZX4. Listen, bro, we got bros that rode sport bikes from here to California, from East Coast to West Coast on sport bikes. We got bros that then hit mile marker 0 on sport bikes. That's why I said in my post, like, for a lot of people that I know, bike life ain't a season. These brothers ride all year round. They don't stop. It ain't no season to them. This is a lifestyle. Their lifestyle is that motorcycle. It really is. Come hell or high water. If you don't ride, then you wouldn't understand. Had no choice but to listen and shut my mouth. For real. Snake and the Three Wise Men from Preston. Listen, them OGs from down there. Let me tell you something. Whoever said something about that Taylor Port, boy, they was absolutely right. Get a motherfucker some of that grape Henny. Boy, he'll give you the history back to 1965. Word. It's about respect, man. It's about not reinventing the wheel. And you right about that too, King Jules. You right about that, my brother. He said time really don't make a difference, to be honest, because there's some people that have been in for years but know nothing. True. You know what I mean? And I swear one of the hardest things about being in this club, right? This is no bullshit. One of the hardest things that I found about being in this club is probably not what you think it is. It's realizing that everybody's here for a different reason than you are. That shit was a hard pill for me to swallow because I was thinking that we was all here for the same thing. And that's cool. Whatever anybody is into, hey, that's your life, that's your path. But when I seen that shit, I was like, damn, you really don't give a fuck about this real shit. You only give a fuck about these parties. Okay, I got you. I see. I said. I agree, I said. My one-of-a-kind self gets stoned every day like Jesus did. C Money, my right-hand man. Listen, they don't know nothing about being angry at your woman going to the blacktop, sitting in front of that burning trash can for hours. You want to go home, but your dumbass ego and your anger ain't letting you go home. You pay bills there. But you know where you'd rather be because you angry? At the clubhouse with your brothers. Oh, your job pissed you off? You didn't work 20 hours a day? Guess where you about to go? To the blacktop with your brothers. And then you gonna go home. I'm just saying, man. We got to start respecting the establishment, man. That's what I call it, respecting the establishment. Respecting the establishment. This was here before you. It's going to be here long after you. Hey, listen. Hey, duct tape, am I lying, though? I'm not lying. I'm telling you, it hurt me when I found that shit out. Like, yo, everybody not here for the same reason you are. They might like the same shit you like, you know what I mean? But they not here for the same reason you are. And again, that's cool. We're not hating on nobody. However you get to where you trying to get to, hey, man, that's your journey. More power to you. Peace be upon you. Be safe, stay dangerous. But that shit hurt. You thinking everybody on, you know what I mean, they feel the same way about this shit right here like you do. Nah, they shit ain't coming from right here. Their shit coming from over here. Ain't nothing on this side. Your shit coming from here. You feel your shit. Yo, you got to do is put your hand there. Touch they shit. You like listening to this glass. You like, huh? What? I don't hear nothing. Listen. I done seen brothers. Let me see if somebody can remember this. I done seen a brother he was in the yard for so long. His woman thought he was cheating. She came over the yard with the shits. He's sitting right there under the stupid tree chilling. She thinking he got some bitches over here. No. He was trying to get the fuck away from your ass. He under the stupid tree chilling. She came over there raising hell. And guess where he'd rather be? Right there with his brothers. That's what it's about. A rampage, didn't it, man? Hurt me like a motherfucker. Like, oh, you one of them. All right. And it's one of them, and it's one of them, and no matter what you do, you can be a Boy Scout. It's going to be somebody in the Boy Scouts that don't care as much about being a Boy Scout as you do. You can be in the Rotary Club. There's going to be somebody in the Rotary Club that don't care about it as much as you do. And it hurts you because you like, damn, we all pushing towards the same goal. We all rowing in the same boat. And it hurts you like, damn. But you grow. Right at the stupid tree having a good time. She spazzed on that nigga. He was sitting right there chilling. She swore he was over there with the shit with the chicks. He's sitting over under the stupid tree, minding his business. That's what we did. And that's not a knock, to y'all that didn't grow up under the stupid tree. What I'm telling you now is make your own stupid tree. See, it was called the stupid tree, but it wasn't nothing stupid about it. You can get some of the best knowledge under this tree. There's a reason they called it the stupid tree, but it wasn't for that. Because that was one of the best places you could go to get you some, you know what I mean? You wanted to get some knowledge from an OG in this club? Go sit under that stupid tree. You'll be a fucking wizard by the time the night's over with. Especially when brothers get to reminiscing about this and reminiscing about that. Man, listen. You're going to hear some of the best stories of your life. I got a few myself. But we're going to save that. We're going to save that history for another time. But yeah, man. Yes, sir. They sure was, bro. Lifelines, man. Like, and it's not lost. Just because people might be fucking shit up don't mean we lost our way. We just off track a little bit. A train will derail. And they got something to put it right back on track. That's all. That's all. We just got to get it together. Each one teach one. Like I said, man, it take all of us, every single one of us. And since y'all, and hold up, while I'm at it, while I got y'all attention, You're not following me on YouTube. Why? What's the problem? It don't cost you nothing. It's free. Man, go tap that button, man. I'm on the road to 1,000. I need y'all help. It don't cost you nothing at all. The support is free. Support is free. Go tap in on YouTube, Red Tree RC, and follow me. Listen, I remember somebody in this chat came in the yard with a stretched out gray and yellow bike and hit a pothole inside the blacktop after they just got the bike. Miss Church, I see you over there. What up, though? Yeah, those sport bike days was the best. Those sport bike days was the best. I'm not going to lie. Because everybody had them. You know what I mean? Like now everybody got Harleys. But listen, those sport bike times, boy, listen. Woo! I rode my shit down to Daytona and back. I came back with a tire on my back. Okay, I figured bro would know what I was talking about. I wasn't going to say nothing, though, but just know that I was standing right there when it happened because Loco, I think Loco was on it. Word, man. These times are not lost. All some of these brothers got to do and some of these sisters got to do is talk to some of these people that got time in. You know what I mean? Go get you some education, man. Go talk to somebody, get yourself right. You know what I mean? OGs want to talk to you. They want you to get it together. But you can't expect them to come talk to you. You trying to get to where they at. You know what I mean? So, yeah, yeah. C Money was my guy. We was everywhere on our sport bike. Yeah, he dropped your bike right in that yard. Nigga hit that pothole. That was it. Talking to dude all the time. One of my favorite brothers. Word. Ain't seen him in so long, but I can't wait to see him again. He one of my favorite brothers. Shout out to Hindu. Sometimes I catch him in my chat. I catch him on my lives. He be on the Facebook shit. Word, man. But listen, it's been real. Make sure y'all tapping with me. Make sure y'all like, follow, and subscribe to the channel. Red Tree RC on YouTube. Red Tree RC on Sora. Make sure you come check out my AI creations. Red Tree RC on TikTok. Red Tree RC on Instagram. Holla at me. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. I'm out of here, man. We finna do it again another time. Make sure y'all get over to YouTube and hit that button, man. I'm almost to where I need to be. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Love is love. Peace. 1,000.